our life is actually perfectly working. And all the mishaps and issues in our life are not created by life, but by our resistance and ignorance to what is unfolding. So when people talk about God's plan, it's becoming more and more tangibly clear how so many things in my life are actually working out perfectly and I just haven't realized it. And the more I integrate, unify, process pain, the more awareness expands and sees what is actually already perfectly unfolding in my life. And the only issue was that I didn't see it and therefore had my own will and resisted it and created all kinds of issues in the process. And funnily enough, a lot of times it was still pulling through and yielding a good result, but I just created unnecessary suffering, quote unquote, along the way, which ultimately none of it was unnecessary, but it's a really funny thing. And now I'm becoming really excited and joyful the more I see life is literally creating an effortless life for me. And if I go with the flow, it will create the highest timeline, the highest, best possible unfoldment, and I can relax. I can relax and trust life that it knows what it's doing. And of course, we don't have to take this on blind belief. We don't have to jump down the cliff just like that, but we can take one step after another until eventually we have gained enough confidence that we may be able to run. And then we have gained enough confidence that at some point we may realize that we actually have wings on our back. And eventually we may dare the first jump off the cliff, knowing that we are carried, and that eventually includes all, like even the desires that initially seemed in conflict, or the things that we thought were just our resistance. Like for me right now, I don't want to do work, but I just want to meditate. It seems like just a resistance and it's unnecessary and I should stop it. But no, everything was a valid perspective and was valid. It just hasn't realized its place. And when I trust the flow of life, I'm sure that both will be integrated. Or of course, things can fall away, maybe. But if it's a genuine desire, I could totally imagine myself how this unfolds. And then at some point I do get the perfect time and opportunity to be alone and do nothing. And at that point, it will become very clear that it wasn't meant to be before and why.